I am I on? I don't know. Yes, great. I am. So, guys, welcome to another episode of Lunchtime with A2L. Everything's been alright recently. I'm glad that you guys could obviously make it like usual. But you know, things have been different recently with everything that's been going on, and it's been, you could say, tough for football fans around the world as well, because of course there's so much speculation going on as well. It's been pretty tough for all fans, not just Arsenal fans, because of course we have been knocked out of Europa League, and did we deserve it? Maybe not. I want to say that yes, we should have gone through, but we weren't winning the final anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I'd rather go through I'd rather go out in the semis than in the final. So obviously it's Arsenal have a lot to do. They have a lot to say. They have a lot, and there's Mikel Arteta. Yeah, he's got speculation around him. His job is definitely under scrutiny, but you could say the same about nearly every single manager in the Premier League, right? Because every single manager, once you get that job, your job is under scrutiny for as long as bloody hell it takes. But recently for Arsenal, it's been difficult because you've lost that connection with the manager that we had with Arsene Wenger. We didn't really have such with Unai Emery, but we still had that connection, and we don't really have that connection because we don't know Arteta's history. He's only been an assistant manager, and this is his big challenge, and this is his first challenge as a manager. And I think when your first challenge as a manager is coming into the Premier League and playing for one of the greatest Premier League teams of all time, and becoming their manager, it sets a tone. And it's a tone which is tough because you don't know what you're going to expect. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know this, that, and the other, and it's obviously going to be tough for any manager coming into a Premier League side. And it's been tough for Arteta. We've seen it time and time again how tough it has been for him, because he did not expect this. He did not expect scrutiny at this level. Maybe he expected it. Maybe he didn't expect it because, of course, he was at Manchester City where they were winning trophies all the time, except the Champions League, obviously. But you know what? This is their time to win it. So it's been tough, and we're seeing this time and time again as well. So this is nothing new to us. We saw it again with Unai Emery. We saw it in the last sort of season with Arsene Wenger, but at least he got them. At least he got us Europe. I'm not saying Arteta out, and I'm also not saying Arteta in, because I don't really want to have a voice on this, because it's really, really tough. Because I had a voice on Unai Emery out, and now when I look back, he got his 5th place in his first league, and that was really spectacular. If you see where we are right now, so I won't talk about Unai Emery. I won't talk about Mikel Arteta, because when I had a say in Unai Emery, it went bad. So I'm not going to say. It's been tough, but let's have a look at some of the games today then, because the games today are pretty interesting. After all, we have Leeds United versus Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur need a win to qualify for Europe. Manchester City versus Chelsea. City have to win this game if they want to clinch that Premier League title. Of course, it's really, really important for them if they want to clinch this title against Manchester United, who are their main competitors for this title. Even though there's something like, I don't know how many points, but it's, you know what, we know it's going to go their way, but they need this win to clinch that title now. Liverpool versus Southampton, another one for Liverpool. They have to win today if they want to qualify for Europe. Obviously, as an Arsenal fan, we aren't qualifying for Europe. It's out of our reach now, so I don't really mind how this one goes. Any other big games? Dundee United versus Hibernian. Of course, that's in the Scottish League Cup or something, and that's semi-finals. That's going to be very, very important for Dundee and Hibernian in going through to the final. Alves versus Levante, sort of mid-table side, so nothing really big there. But here's the big one: Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. Probably the biggest game this weekend. I absolutely can't wait for this, because this is going to be such a good game. And I think we're definitely going to see a good game today. Maybe a lot of goals. Well, actually, I don't want goals in this game. To be honest with you, what I want to see from this side today is more of a from Barcelona, and Real is more of a conservative sort of game, where they sort of play back, they play on the counter as well. Not really seeing too much on them, as I think that's most important for them. In this sort of game. Cadiz versus Huesca. Cadiz, they've put on a massive show coming in from the La Liga Smart Bank. They've put in a massive show, and it's going to be important for them because they're mid-table sort of ish, but they are sort of moving up as well. So they've beaten Real and Barcelona this season. It's been absolutely phenomenal from them. They've had a really good campaign, seeing how they've just come into this league. They definitely have a lot to show. And we just got some news here. Stuart Dallas has scored for Leeds United. Leeds United are now 1-0 up against Tottenham Hotspur. This was not expected, but Stuart Dallas has made Leeds go up 1-0 at home against Tottenham Hotspur. Sorry, Tottenham fans. Let's go Bilbao versus Osasuna. Bilbao should... they should win that game pretty comfortably there. I think the goal's going to VAR, so we'll just have another check on it. I don't think it's offside, but I'll have a look at it obviously. Dortmund versus RB Leipzig. So it's going to be an interesting one because, of course, RB Leipzig we know had a lot of talent in Timo Werner, but of course I've lost it now. They don't have Upamecano anymore. And Dortmund, they've got the likes of Sancho, Haaland, Brand, really good strong players who definitely have a lot to show this season. So it's going to be a really good game for Borussia Dortmund. We know that they're not going to be getting... We know it's going to be tougher for Borussia Dortmund to be getting Champions League football next season. Of course, Frankfurt are ahead of them, not by much though. So they still have a chance, but it's not as likely as it would have been time ago. Then Bayern Munich versus Borussia Mönchengladbach, both Champions League sides. Come on, Bayern should easily win that. Of course they should, but are they though? Are they? Spezia versus Napoli. Napoli should be winning that one. And Inter Milan versus Sampdoria. Inter Milan, we know that they've just won the league. They've just won the league in Italy. Sorry, the name just escaped my mind. What's it called? It will come to me though. But it's going to be interesting because of course we've seen Inter Milan win that league. I can't think what league they're in. Oh, can someone tell me in the comments or something? What's that league called? Oh, it's completely escaped my mind. Syria, that's it. Syria. Thanks. So yeah, of course. So they've just won Syria, and that will be really important for them going through next season, especially because, of course, they're going to get new players who are going to want to play in this league, and they're also going to be big names as well. They're not going to be any old players. They're looking at Sergio Aguero for the likes of him. And Lyon versus Lorient. This is in the French League. That did not sound right, but League Lyon, come on. All those sort of players that they have, they should be coming through with that win easily. And if they don't, it will be a real surprise there. So, good games this weekend. We've definitely got a lot to talk about. I've got loads of gossip to share with you as well. It's going to be really good. Definitely. So I'll just invite a couple of people on, obviously, like I always do. I'll always invite people on. You always know that. But yeah. Okay. So let's just have a look at some gossip. Let's see what's going on around the world in the transfer market. Because of course, the transfer window's not open yet, but that doesn't stop the gossip going through, right? There's still so much gossip to talk about, and you've got some below. They're probably not the biggest stories. I've got the biggest stories though, and they are big stories, trust me. Ones that will make you laugh, definitely. So join. Oh shit. Join SCTV's live stream. You can use the link below. Yes, let's just have a look at some of the news on what's going on. It's going to be pretty interesting, obviously, it always is. So I've talked, so on there you can obviously see Chelsea versus City. They're both interested in Chelsea and City both interested in signing Lewandowski. Mo Salah's also on Tuchel's list. Neymar is going to sign a 4-year contract today. Real Madrid will sell Eden Hazard in the summer. Jose Mourinho is putting a bid for Donny van de Beek. Dwight McNeil could be coming to Aston Villa. And here's where we will start talking, because this is now interesting. This is one that I'm very, very interested about. Tottenham Hotspur have said that they will not consider any offers for the England striker Harry Kane this summer. Now, this is from the Standards, and I trust the Standards. They were right about Partey, and I'm going to trust them again with what they're saying, and that Tottenham Hotspur will not accept any offers for Harry Kane in the summer. Now, Harry Kane has already expressed his interest to leave the club in the summer if they fail to qualify for Champions League. Now, obviously, in this position where they are in now, I believe that they are 6th. I will just be checking that though, because I don't trust myself one bit. So yeah, let's just have a look. All I know is that Arsenal are 9th, and I don't really care. But yeah, West Ham are 5th, so they'll be getting Europa League. I can't see them be getting Champions League anymore, I'm afraid. You know what? It'll be funny. It will be funny. Yeah, they are 6th. Because it will be funny to see West Ham versus Barcelona in like the Champions League group stage. That'll be absolutely hilarious. But yeah, pretty big news that because Tottenham Hotspur, their chance of getting Champions League football this season is very, very tough. Because of course we saw them knocked out by Dynamo Zagreb 3-0 in the second leg. That was 3-2 on aggregate there, so they were knocked out by an Orsic hat-trick. So Tottenham Hotspur have said they will not consider any offers for Harry Kane this summer, which is a real shame, because Harry Kane, he wants to go out, he wants to win trophies, and I feel bad for the man now, because he's not been given this opportunity to win trophies, to play in a big team as well, and I do feel bad for him. Obviously, I do. I always do. I'll look at something else. Leicester City, they are confident in beating Liverpool and West Ham to the signing of Odson Edouard. I can't say this first name. I literally tried for 2 hours yesterday trying to pronounce that first name, and I'm very sorry, but I can't. But Leicester City are confident in beating Liverpool and West Ham to this player, to Edouard, who plays for Celtic. Of course, is a very, very good player, very, very prominent there as well. Arsenal were also interested in this player, but it doesn't really seem it's going to happen anymore. Leicester, they say they're going to beat Liverpool and West Ham. Well, we saw this as Nicola Pepe came to us and he didn't go to either. Who else were interested in him? Manchester United and also Liverpool were also interested in him as well. So it's going to be tough, because Leicester City, of course, we just saw them lose 4-2, and I'll say it again, 4-2 against Newcastle, who are now 1 point above safety, 1 point from safety, because of course, so if they draw their next game and the other 2 in the relegation don't lose, that's including West Brom. So if they lose tonight and Newcastle win their next game, West Brom are basically relegated, and it's the same with Fulham, sort of same thing as there as well. So yeah, Leicester City, they're not going to be signing Edouard. I can't see it. If he does leave, he will be to either Liverpool or West Ham, because Liverpool, they want him, and Liverpool need him because of Firmino's not good enough, so they will need him. West Ham, they don't really have a striker. Antonio's not very fast. Edouard is, so there's that difference as well. No, sorry, Antonio is fast. It's not like. So Ed and I think Antonio, he's getting a bit old. I don't know if I can say that without in a straight face, but he is getting old now. Antonio West Ham. I know he put West Brom there for a second. To be honest, if West Brom had a player, yeah, he's 31. He is old. He is old. So yeah, you'll probably go to West Ham instead of Liverpool, because if you have a look at the season, Liverpool are having right now, they're 7th, right? Who'd want to go to a team who was in 7th place? That's why Arsenal won't be signing anyone in the summer, because who wants to go to a team that won't even be getting European football? Meanwhile, West Ham have delayed contract talks with manager David Moyes as the club deals with financial implications because of coronavirus. This is really tough. Alright, because if West Ham can't keep David Moyes, they're going to have to get someone else. They're going to have to get the cheap option, just like Kroenke did with Mikel Arteta. Who's that going to be? It's going to be an ex-West Ham player who has no managerial experience? Yes, it probably will be that. That's why they need to really work. And even if they have to sell a player, it doesn't have to be a good player. They can just get rid of, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a second team player there who can do better elsewhere, and it's tough because I can't really think of anyone. Alright, let's just say get rid of Cresswell, right? Get rid of Cresswell. Alright, because if you get rid of Cresswell, that's going to help madly. Get rid of Cresswell, then you've got the money to keep David Moyes at the club. Now, keeping David Moyes will be really important, because and Heung-min Son has got their goal to equalise. I can't believe he's done it. Yeah, he's actually done it. Heung-min Son has equalised. Yeah, Cresswell's 31 now, so it will be best if he did leave now and accepted his fate and left. Yeah, so it's going to be tough for West Ham's board if they want to keep David Moyes, and it's going to be hard for them. West Brom, they want to sign. Well, sorry, why am I saying West Brom? Everton, they want to sign James Carragher, the son of Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher. Now, because it's a Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher involved, I can't see this one happening, because if his son knows how much Liverpool means to his father, right, and I wouldn't disobey my father, and I'm sure he wouldn't as well, so I can't see that one happening anytime soon. Just like Coutinho to Everton, I won't see that one happening either. Because why would you go to a club? Why would you go to your rival club, where that club you love so much, and now you're going to their rivals? Never happen. Arsenal FC, they are backing manager Mikel Arteta following the club's Europa League exit, but they will provide him with enough funds for the summer spending spree, and I don't believe a word of that shit. That is complete and utter bullshit. You're not giving us any money, and I know it. Alright? I know time and time again, you won't give us jack shit. All you care about is saving that money. You're not going to be giving us any money in the summer to spend. And I know it right now, so don't even try and fool me with that, alright? That's rubbish. You backing Mikel Arteta is one thing, alright? But also providing with funds for a summer spending spree is not happening. Alright? That's like me taking a wallet with £10 to a Gucci store. What can you get with that? It's nothing. Right? It's rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish, and it's not happening. And you know what? To be honest, Kroenke will also give Mikel Arteta £10 as well to go spend. And what can you get with 10 quid? You can't even get Ashley bloody Young, for Christ's sake, and he's 35 years old. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's ridiculous, and we've seen it time and time again as well. This is nothing new to us. Alright, we've seen this because of Kroenke. Look at where we're in right now. Look at what he's done to the club. That's why I've said time and time again, we need to get this guy out of this club. Right? But no one's going to listen, right? No one really cares as well. Right? And it's ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous now. It's ridiculous. Alright? And Mikel Arteta, I can't believe you're backing Mikel Arteta. He's just a cheap option for you, right? He's that cheap option who you want to keep because he just doesn't make all those funds that it's going to be really, really hard. Right? Mikel Arteta, he's got no managerial experience. Why he signed him, I have no idea. Why he's on the wage that he's not even on a big wage. It's ridiculous, right? And you're not even giving him money. That's like Kroenke giving me £10 to go to, I don't know, Harrods or something like that to go spend. What can you get for that? Absolutely nothing. And that's exactly what he's going to be doing now. You can't get nothing for that. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's unfathomably shit as well. And I can't believe that these paparazzi, they're falling for it as well. They're falling for what Kroenke is saying. He is not giving us shit. He is not giving us shit, and I can tell you that now. It's fucking ridiculous. That's what it is. It is ridiculous. And how we can do it with a straight face as well, I have no idea. Whatever's going on in that man's head, he needs to sell this club as quick as possible. Bring in Daniel Ek. He's got help with Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, Patrick Vieira, Arsene Wenger as well. That's the club legends who know the club so well. They want to help this team. Right? You don't see that with anyone else. You don't see your club biggest players and your legends of the Arsenal Invincible squads helping your team. You don't see that. But they know the club. They know the backing of the club as well. Yeah, he's not even going to do it. He doesn't care about his club. He doesn't care about anyone. To him, it's just business. It's ridiculous. It's the same with the Glazers as well. It's exactly the same with the Glazers. They're doing it time and time again, and it is ridiculous. We need to see change. Get rid of the Glazers. Get rid of Kroenke. Get rid of Levy. Get rid of Abramovich and Sheikh Mansour. All okay. But get rid of these men. This is just a business to them. Alright, but is it just me? Or am I the only ones realising it's Americans who are doing it? Kroenke, American. And I'm sweating now because I'm talking. But it's Americans who are doing it, and that's the thing that's blowing my mind. Why are they coming here and taking our stuff? They're coming here and taking over what UK are known for, what England are known for. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that the Americans are trying to take over English football. They're trying to turn it into a business. And this is why I'm saying time and time again, I've had enough. Right, I've had enough of all this rubbish. Right, the NBA, that's a business to you, right? The NFL, that's a business to you, right? All these things are business. Now you're coming over here trying to turn art sport into a business. How can you do that with a straight face? It's ridiculous. I'm saying this time and time again. It's ridiculous how you think you can do it. Kroenke, Glazers, the board of Tottenham Hotspur. You're all American, and you will put us into the Super League thing as well. It's all ridiculous, and it's stupidity. It's stupidity at its finest. It's ridiculous from all of you. What's going through that mind that's making you do this? Absolutely ridiculous from all of you. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you think this is. I don't know why you think that this is acceptable as well. Right? What's going on in that head of yours to make you think that this is acceptable? Because whatever is going through that head, you need to sort out right now, because this is not right. All right? The fans are going to rebel. The fans are rebelling. All right? You're seeing this. The fans are rebelling against you. All right? We've got the Kroenke process soon. The Glazers have had their process against them as well. You've seen this time and time again, yet you're not doing anything about it. You're going to dig yourself into a deeper hole than you're in already. And how you think that this is acceptable as well, I have no idea. What's going on that head of yours, I have no idea. But you need to sort this shit out. You need to sort this shit out now. Because fans will not accept it. Manchester United fans will not accept it. Arsenal fans will not accept it. Tottenham fans will not accept it either. Alright, all these fans will not accept this thing. They will put an end to this. Alright. We need to get everyone involved on this. This is not just one thing. It's everyone who has to do something about this. and the only way we can do this is with the help of you guys. And it's getting to a stage now where it's getting too much. It is getting too much because it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. How can you do this with a straight face? And something I've said, and I've said it time and time again, but I've got to say it again, is we have to get rid of our owners. Every single football team who have owners that are not from footballing countries have to go. Right? You're looking at Qatar, they're having to build stadiums for the World Cup. That's not a footballing country. Russia, they had to build a couple of stadiums as well. That's not a footballing country. Brazil, they didn't have to build stadiums. They did have to because they were small. But that's a footballing country. If you had managers, if you had chairmen coming in from Brazil, they know the sport. They love the sport. They love the sport more than the British do. And that's what I love about football. I love the Brazilians in football as well because they love the sport so much. If we could have a Brazilian owner, that would be amazing. But you need a fan to be your manager, right? We saw this with who was it who managed Sugar? What's his face? Alan Sugar. We saw this with Alan Sugar. He's a pure Tottenham fan, right? And I'm backing Tottenham on this because I respect them for this, right? And this is coming from an Arsenal fan as well, so you know. But Alan Sugar, he managed. He was Tottenham's chairman for quite a while. But he loved that club so much, and he continues to love that club. Alright, he loves that club so much that he doesn't mind how much money he has to spend to keep that club up and running. Larry's done the exact opposite of that. He doesn't give two shits about the club. Alright, yeah, he's English, but he doesn't give two shits about the club. He's hired an American to look after it, to look after the club, and it's an American again who's turning this into a business. How chairman can do this and not even think about the club raffles my mind, because how they do it as well, it's absolutely ridiculous. How they get away with it as well, because everyone's too scared out of their shit to do anything about it. Alright, we saw the government getting involved with the Super League, and respect for them. Alright, respect to the government for actually getting involved in this. Because, they had their say, and they did the right thing. At the end of the day, they tried to put a stop to it, and respect to them on that. But the government can't get involved in this, because this is something completely different to the government trying to control a Super League. This is a club and their managers, alright? The chairman aren't going to get forced out by simple protest. I'm not saying resort to violence. I'm not saying do violent things, alright? Don't do violent things, because that's not an answer either. What we have to do, though, is somehow put a stop to it. We need to get in these chairman's head. We need to, and I don't want to break COVID rules. I don't want to do any of that. And also, I can't go to the protest because I live 4 hours away from the stadium. So that's kind of tough for me to go. Like a 4-hour car journey, like a 2-hour train journey, or like an hour plane journey. And you know what? Just to go for a couple hours as well, I can't justify that. I've got school as well, so I can't go to the protest, but I'm always there in spirit. I'm always there in spirit, chanting on for Arsenal. So because we want our Arsenal back, we want our Arsenal back. Same with Manchester United. They want their United back. They want that team back that they loved. It's ridiculous. How chairmen get away with it? I can't get over it. How these chairmen can get away with this shit as well? Fucking hell. It's coming to a point though where City, Chelsea, they're alright, right? Because they've got their support, they've got the money coming in. But teams like Manchester United, Arsenal, I'm just thinking of some of the big teams, because of course we're still technically one of the big six. We're just thinking about some of the big teams who are in the top 10 richest teams in the world. City, Chelsea, Arsenal, United, and Tottenham. Arsenal, United, Tottenham, 3 teams, barely any spending, right? Yes, okay, you said United, they spend 88 million on Pogba, 34 million on Donny van de Beek, they don't even fucking play him. But they're also really smart with their money as well. They bought in Bruno Fernandes for only 56 million, which is fucking bargain for him, right? That's like going to Gucci store, giving them £100 for a £1,000 bag, no, £100 for a £300 t-shirt. And they just said, yeah, it's a deal, just take it. Of course, that never happened. But this happened. This is a once in a lifetime thing that's happened, and well done to United for signing this player for only 56 million as well. Fucking bargain. I think I've sworn a bit much, so I'm gonna stop swearing. But yeah, it's hard to go through this as an Arsenal fan. I know to hear Josh Kroenke say that he got plans in the future. I don't believe you now. How can I believe that? How can I believe that you have plans in the future when you're not willing to spend 25 million on a goalkeeper just as a proper backup? You have to bring him on loan. You have to bring Matt Ryan on loan, for Christ's sake. All right, you brought in what's his face? You brought in Renarson. You brought in bloody Renarson instead of bringing in someone who's actually worthwhile. What is this? Seriously, what is this? It's ridiculous. And I'm actually going to bring in someone now who is a Manchester City fan to talk about everything as well. He knows what he's talking about most of the time. So yeah, let's bring him in. As soon as I can sort this thing out. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort this thing out. It's really difficult to sort out. I'm going to admit him. Yo! I can't hear you. I don't know if that's me or... Okay, I still don't seem to. Let me try something. Okay, no. I'll get this thing sorted as quick as possible. It will be sorted. Okay. Sorry, it's gonna take quite a while because I kind of can't hear, so I'm just gonna sort out some of these settings to hopefully help. Okay, I'm gonna try now. Don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know what's going on. Oh shit, what's going on here? Oh, Bamford's just scored. Oh, 2-1 to Leeds. Yeah, what's going on? I can't seem to hear you. Let me see if I can sort this out. Alright. It looks as if he's going to leave and rejoin, so I'm just going to leave that there because he will end up rejoining soon. So, even though that does look weird, I'm actually going to hide it. So, even though that does look weird, I'm just going to leave it there just because. Alright, let's try again. Oh shit. Hello. Oh shit, what's going on? I can't seem to hear it. Oh yeah, sorry, I want to distract audio, sorry. My bad. Filters. Shit, you know, what's going on? This usually works. Is it my volume? No, my volume's always up. Shit, no. Settings. Yeah, okay, I'll make a new meeting. Properties. Bloody hell, I seriously don't know what's going on. This is really weird. Usually this works. New meeting. We want our Arsenal back. 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 So this usually works. I don't know what's going on this time. I'm gonna try again though. I have a feeling that I've not done something right, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. I'm clever. I'm clever. I'm clever. I figured this out. I figured this out. I figured this out. Or maybe not. I'm hoping this works. Goodness me, I am hoping. Hello? Hello? No, I'm just reading your lips. I can see what you're saying from your lips. I seriously don't know what's going on. Like, this usually works. I'm seriously trying everything. Oh Lord, maybe I've not done something correct. Okay. You know what? We'll go. I'll do this on a. I'll do this. I'll go for a break on this. I'll get it sorted out within 3 minutes. Can you hear me? Okay. I'll just go on a break for like, I don't know, 2 minutes, and I'll be right back, and I'll figure this out as quick as possible. Fade to black. Alright, sorry for this, but we are going to be moving on to a different software, so we will be a couple minutes. Sorry about this.